Broadcasting live from downtown Canton, Ohio since 1925. You're listening to WHBC AM Canton, a Digity property. We live here too. News Talk 1480, WHBC.
Let's do this. Now, back to Canton's Morning News.
I like it.
On News Talk 1480, WHBC.
9 minutes before 8 on News Talk 1480 WHBC. Oh, wow. So fewer and fewer U.S. layoffs, meaning job security may be stronger than it's been in a long time.
Yeah, and that apparently has people a little more relaxed, correct? I think not so fearful for their job. We want to talk to Michael Rose. He's on our WHBC Newsline right now. He's the author of ROE Powers ROI. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Tell me what ROE Powers ROI stands for, first of all.
ROE stands for return on energy, and of course ROI stands for return on investment. Business is really kind of made up of two parts. It's the effort we put into the business, and it's the bottom line. And what I say is businesses have a double bottom line, and if we put people over profits, we'll be able to accomplish a lot more than just profits.
We do have an improved economy, and there are people who are not so fearful of losing their jobs. What does that do to productivity? Does that help or hurt it?
I think it kind of depends. I hope it can help. I mean, clearly, if there are more people working, there's more people delivering value in businesses. There's more money in the economy. It's definitely going to help with the unemployment rate coming down. There are certain sectors of the unemployment rate, ages, however, that are not coming down so much. So the average is 6.1%. However, between ages 16 and 19, it's greater than 20%. And between 20 and 24, it's greater than 10%. So kids coming out of college today are really, really concerned about finding a job. And it's great that overall we're doing well, but kids coming out of college today looking for jobs are finding it very difficult, especially when they're coming out with quite a bit of debt.
Is part of that trend because companies have basically doubled up on employees instead of hiring people? They're giving you 2 and 3 jobs within the company.
Yeah, I think over the years, definitely are people working harder, and that doesn't necessarily, or working more, and taking on more jobs, i.e. putting on more hats and sitting in many different seats, all the things that we describe in using the ROE, the return on energy methodology. But the fact is, you can only sit in one seat and wear one hat at one time. Otherwise, you start to spin in circles and not become as profitable or productive. In my company, Mojo Media Lab, I say it's not that we don't have enough customers sometimes, it's that we don't have enough employees. And I want to hire more people because then it spreads out the jobs a lot easier, and we can create hopefully a lesser stress.
Well, maybe the quality goes up, does it not?
Yeah, I think definitely so. And again, if people know why they're doing what they're doing, the caliber instantaneously goes up. And I believe the caliber is already there. It's how the employers are leveraging the skill sets in the company. I think one of the biggest underutilized assets of a company is really truly understanding the skill sets of each and every employee and how they can then drive value to the company. So, if you want a bigger paycheck, deliver more value. And if you're a supervisor, a manager, a leader, figure out how your employees can deliver more value. And if you want a bigger paycheck, walk into your supervisor's office, manager, leader's office, and say, I can increase revenue or decrease expenses in these following ways. That's ultimately what the business is designed to do, is profit. But so many businesses are designed to fail, and they're the basic building blocks that are identified in ROE, not only to benefit the business, but to benefit each individual employee as well.
Many employers will tell you today, though, that multitasking and being able to do more than one job is what makes you valuable. So that, you know what I mean? So that's there's a contradiction in trying to maybe balance those two things.
You bet. And some experts will say it's impossible to multitask. But I think what we're seeing here in the generation, definitely the Generation Z and Generation Y. Generation Y, between up to the ages of 34, between 19 and 34 or so, they're on average of 5 screens a day. And with that, it's the fear of missing out. So they almost have it hardwired to multitask in that world. However, to take that same kind of thought process, if you will, or behavior into the workplace to multitask without very clear direction and very clear personal and professional development. I think that becomes a big struggle.
And where can folks get your book at, Michael?
My website is returnonenergy.com, or you can go to amazon.com, put in ROE Powers ROI. You'll see it there.
All right. We appreciate it. Michael Rose, author of ROE Powers ROI and CEO of Mojo Media Labs. You have a great, productive day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Broadcasting live from downtown Canton, Ohio since 1925. You're listening to WHBC AM Canton, a Digity property. We live here too. News Talk 1480, WHBC.